I was late on this one too, but better late than never. Hey, what's up, nerd fam? This is your boy Grisham, and I welcome you to Enter the Nerd. Today, we're going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. So, this is an anime that you've probably all seen already before me, just like the Demon Slayer one, but I got put onto this late. Now, I'd heard about this a couple of times, just to name the name, but no one ever told me about the plot. And then the editor actually went kind of and gave me a little bit of the plot and was like, you would love this. Now, obviously, as soon as I heard the name of it, I'm thinking like Jujutsu, we're talking about grappling here. It's going to be like a martial arts based thing. Now, there is some martial arts in here, but this is definitely not what it's based on. So, yeah, I had to move past that in my brain rather quickly, but still, I was very impressed, very honored. This is really, obviously, about supernatural stuff, curses, or in demons and stuff like that. And Jujutsu is really, in this series, a sorcery form that other people who have control over curse energy can actually use to exercise curses, which curses are kind of used interchangeably with like demons. They're the same thing. And even though curses are really created based off of, they're manifested from human emotion, like negative human emotion, anxiety, anger, stuff like that, which is pretty cool, right? Because you can see the multiple places where they come from. And there's like special grade curses, which manifest not only into like large monster-like things, but even some of them are intelligent. And then there's even human beings who end up being cursed users, or like almost like evil jujutsu sorcerers, which I really love as well, because you're gonna need strong antagonists, which it does. So what does this series do very well, besides just the story, which I like, and how every individual character, their drive isn't something that's just so big and drawn out. It's actually very personal to each character, and I love that, especially even from like the main character, whose whole thing, you know, just trying to live up to whatever his grandfather's last words were, which, you know, pretty much save people. And if you're gonna give your life, let it mean something. You know, if people are gonna die, let it actually mean something. And obviously he has to kind of get over what that means, because you can't, you know, save everyone. And what does a meaningful death really mean? Like, he has to get over that rather quickly. Now, what I really like about the main character is, yes, he kind of goes with the anime trope of being ridiculously good at one thing, but the good thing is that he also has a lot to learn. And I love that, because he is very physically strong. He still doesn't have, you know, the cursed energy. He can't use some of the more advanced techniques that a lot of the other users are very good at, even though he excels at the hand-to-hand portion, which I cannot wait to get more into that. There are certain characters, like the one that's on my shirt, GOJO, who are extremely OP, who could do tons of crazy stuff, where everyone else in this series is pretty much scared of this guy, because he's the strongest dude pretty much on the planet when it comes to users, right? Then you also have like MEGUMI, who, you know, he's the one who actually finds Itadori right in the beginning. He has like a 2 little demon dog. He's relatively skilled, and I believe he's also a first-year student in the Jujutsu Academy they have. And I'm forgetting the young lady's name that's there too. She's also very skilled as well. She's also, I believe, a first year. They're all first years and extremely talented. And obviously GOJO, apparently he has like this whole thing about being able to like pretty much reinvent how like the whole jujutsu sorcery, and how all of the viewing of how students and who should be different grades of sorcerers, like, you know, like first grade, all that. So pretty much there are clans that run that class system, and it's very antiquated, and like some of them say you have to learn a certain set of skills, even though some people who have just gotten there are more powerful than people who have been there for a long time. So he's like, let's just let the gifted run stuff, because you look at him, he's extremely gifted and he could pretty much kill everyone. But he's like, nope, no one's gonna follow me like that. I love the really cool things that happen here. I had a couple of my friends telling me, like, while I was watching it, like my boy Hennef was telling me, okay, you gonna love a character named TOUDOU. And I didn't know who that was yet, and then I saw him, like this big muscular dude who comes on there, and apparently, like, you know, he looks very intimidating. And the first thing he asks MEGUMI, he's like, let me ask you, what kind of girls you like? And it was just hilarious, because he's like, I like him. He's like, me personally, I like him tall with a gorgeous ass. And I'm like, this guy's my spirit animal. He's my spirit animal. This is my guy. And if you're right, I love this guy, right? Now, he is also, like, not only is he like goofy, but he's extremely powerful. Like he's taken on multiple special grade curses and stuff like that. I really love this anime for a couple of reasons. Like I'm all over the place because like it's just so many things that I like about it. We've got the story, which is at the Itadori right in the beginning. He pretty much swallows the finger of one of like pretty much like the most powerful demon slash curse ever, and it gives him even more powerful abilities than he has now, and he's actually kind of like half possessed by this demon, and they are now going to use him to find the other fingers of this demon before all the other special grade curses get it, and they want to be more powerful, right? That's pretty much the plot of this right now, and he has to like struggle with the demon that's within as well, and he's pretty much going to get executed. Like it's pretty much foretold that he's going to get executed and stuff like that because of that thing, but we don't know. And if anyone knows what's going to happen at the end of this, because I haven't read any manga stuff, don't spoil it for me. But the biggest thing to me is always action and martial arts when it comes to this thing, and boy does it not disappoint me at all. They get right into it. There's a huge sense of urgency. The techniques they're using, fight scenes begin and end within the same episode. It doesn't take an entire episode for one fight, not for all of them. Sometimes it happens just within 10 minutes of the episode, which is great. I was honestly blown away. And the animation of this show is top notch, just like Demon Slayer. Just excellent. I'm glad they put like such a great budget into animation. Yes, there are series like Baki, and people are going to try to say Dragon Ball Z. I don't want to hear them in a conversation when it comes to fight scenes, like these long, drawn-out 3-episode fight scenes. No, I like that urgency. Like, I remember Panda was having a fight scene where he pretty much three-pieced a guy and gave him like a belly-to-belly suplex, like right there, and that fight finishes within the episode. Like, I love that. And people are reasonably, powerful within their grade, except for Goju, right? He's just insane. This series also has a lot of stakes. People die. Horrible deaths in here, and you see that right in the beginning. People are dying, so it's not like no one died. I love that. And they even have like a Full Metal Alchemist moment, where it's like something really messed up happens to a character that you're hoping doesn't happen. It's funny, they put this character in there. They even have him in the opening. You're like, oh, he's gonna become something later. Nope, he gets killed by pretty much the main villain in there in a pretty horrible way, which is pretty reminiscent to what happens to that Chimera girl in Full Metal Alchemist. Like, he gets bullied, and you're thinking that he's gonna finally, get over it, maybe hang out with Itadori and the rest of these guys at the Jujutsu Academy, and it doesn't happen. It kind of breaks your heart, and you're like, damn, he didn't make it. He didn't make it out. But I like that because it also sets a tone, like, you're not gonna be able to save everybody, and it changes that character. And there's so many other layers to even the other characters that you have yet to learn. Some people have told me that every character has layers, including Megumi, Goju. Like, there's people, and they didn't want to spoil it for me, so I'm ready for that. But as for this season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, I am extremely impressed. I cannot wait to see what's going on here. Pardon me for being all over the place because I really like this show. So let me know what you think. Did you also like Jujutsu Kaisen? It is also great. Do you think this has probably, I'm gonna say this has a top 3 fight scenes in anime ever. And I'm just talking about, and I might be controversial because there's so many like classics out there, but I'm not just talking about just in gravity. I'm talking about the way it's executed, the way it's animated, and their sense of urgency. That is big. Like, if it's an important fight and people trying to get, they gotta get it on. I mean, honestly, the ending fight scene with TOUDOU, Itadori, and that like flower demon thing, like, that was amazing. That was an amazing fight scene. Like, things were just going on, and it's like, Itadori would have died if TOUDOU wasn't there. So it's like, now, like, it was unreasonable. And the power scaling, like, there's levels to it, but it's just reaching the surface of it. But yes, that's it. Let me know what you think about it. If you like it, once again, recommend me some more animes if you think I should be watching some more. And yeah, don't forget, Enter the Nerd.